Hey, show and tell with the Cardens here, and we're in our kitchen in our casita in Jocotepec, Mexico. And we want to tell you guys about one of the herbal remedies that is tried and true for us, elderberry syrup. Anytime we get any kind of cold or sickness or any kind of allergy problems, even stomach problems too, as soon as we start seeing any kind of symptoms, we'll start pumping the elderberry, and it works. We get rid of symptoms very, very quickly. We love it so much. Bob has never used anything other than that since he's been born for any kind of cold and flu symptoms. So it's something that we really love, and we want to share it with you. We want to tell you about it. So April's going to tell you all more about it in detail, what it's capable of, ingredients, how we make it, all that good stuff. So stick with us. We're going to take you through it. Bye for now. All right, so April, tell us all about elderberry syrup.
So before Bob was born, we were both very into conventional medicine, like most people in America are. And when Bob came along, like most parents, tons of questions arise in your mind, and you wonder how you're going to treat certain symptoms with your child, and what diapers are they going to wear? Are they going to use a pacifier? Are they going to be bottle fed or breastfed? And when Bob was about 6 months to a year, we met a local herbalist that we love, Connie Young in Charleston, and she introduced us to herbalism and using herbs for cold and flu symptoms, tummy issues, headaches, any kind of symptom that you have that conventional medicine would use a pill for. We use herbs, and we found elderberry to be our absolute favorite herb. And the boys, Bob was coughing last night and this morning. Kai's been sneezing this morning. So today I told Daniel that we needed to make elderberry. So I breastfeed Kai, so I take elderberry so it gets to him. And you can't give honey to a child that's under the age of 1. You can make elderberry with maple syrup or coconut, I think there's coconut syrup, I'm not quite sure, agave syrup, stuff like that, but you can't give honey due to botulism for children under the age of 1, so you have to be very safe about that. But I can take it, and it gets to him through my breast milk. So we give Bob elderberry, and he loves it. He chugs it. So we actually give him more than the dosage that they recommend, which is fine because you can't overdose on elderberry. And it just strengthens their immune system. It's high in vitamin C, vitamin A, B, and C. It's anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial. So it covers everything that what a doctor would give as like as an antibiotic. So it's our natural antibiotic, and it works really well, and we all use it anytime we have any kind of cold or flu-like symptoms or tummy issues, because it's great for that too.
Okay, we're back, and we want to tell you just kind of generally how we make it, and tell you about one of the most important ingredients, which is the honey that we put in. So go ahead, April, tell us about step by step kind of how you make the elderberry syrup.
Okay, so we start off with about 2 cups of water, and you usually want to use like purified water. Tap water is not very good because of all the additives that they put in it. That's another story. So we use purified water, and we do about 2 cups with quarter to a half cup of dried herbs, and then we use local raw honey. Which is great for your allergies, which everyone deals with these days, it seems like. So local raw honey will help because it caters to the local like pollen and the dander that's in the air, and it'll help your body become more immune to those allergens that are in the air, and it improves your immune system immensely. It's amazing. So we actually found some local honey here, which is awesome, and we got this size of honey for how much?
30 pesos, I think, so about $1.50.
Yes, so local raw honey in Charleston, from where had been living for 6.5 years. About that size would probably cost us about $20.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So we're happy to have found that for about $1.50. And that's it. If you want to, we make our elderberry as we use it, so we don't need any kind of preservative, which if we used it to preserve it for a later date, we would add organic vodka, so it would preserve, and maybe organic sugar as well, to prevent any kind of mold or anything. But we make it as we use it, so we'll be using this today as soon as we're done. Okay, so the blend that we use consists of dried elderberries. Well, all the herbs are dried, and so it's echinacea leaf and root, licorice root, ginger root, marshmallow root, clove bud, black peppercorns, and hibiscus flowers. So hibiscus, actually, I drink the tea as well. That's also really high in vitamin C and very hydrating. Which, as we know, when we get sick, people don't like to drink water, number one anyways, but when you get sick, it's hard for you to consume any kind of liquid sometimes. So the fact that this is high in vitamin C helps combat any kind of cold or flu-like symptoms. Even pneumonia, it's really great for pneumonia as well. So they're all high in antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, and we love it.
So this blend that we've gotten from our herbalist Connie is not just elderberry by itself. It's a powerful concoction of really potent, really good stuff that's good for you in a whole bunch of different ways.
Okay, so now that we've let the elderberry simmer for 20 minutes, we're going to strain it in the strainer. Due to being in a casita in the middle of Mexico, we are limited to what we're used to working with. So we got a whole bunch of paper towels that we use to strain the elderberries, and the strainer. So now we just pour. I need a spoon. So I am pressing down as hard as I can, squeezing out all of the juice from the elderberries and the 9 million napkins I put down. You have to, in order to make sure that you get all of the juices from the elderberry, so you have, full strength elderberry syrup when you're done. And this should make about maybe 16 ounces of elderberry syrup. So now that I'm done straining it, I will pour it back into the pot, where I will add the honey and stir the honey and let the honey dissolve in it, so it has its, very healing properties. Alright, so now that we've strained it, we put the honey in it, now we're gonna stir it all up and we'll put it in a glass container and use it tonight. This is part of our travel first aid holistic kit that we travel with everywhere we go for everything. So we're prepared for when sickness hits us.